I want to share this information of Jill Bolte Taylor, and this was done in the year 2009, but it's quite interesting to compare to what I have gone through to her experience, which is triggered by the stroke, that she lost the left brain for a while. Took several years to come back. But when she lost the left brain, maybe you know the story, she went into a state of more like awakening because of the no mind or no brain in the sense of the left brain, where words and logic are predominantly processed. Lack of that is like going into no mind state and no self. So it's quite interesting. This was, I posted in my homepage, 2009. I can explain how you get it. But it's in Japanese, but some of those are in English. So I want to take some time to see what's so interesting of her experience, almost directly related to the state of Samadhi and into nirvana, into the state of heaven. Let's dive into it. So this is from the 4 videos, and I put into some key element into my Japanese description when I summarized. Here we go. Before, body served the brain. Then I surrendered. I am fluid. I feel trillions of individual cells. That's the point that I feel quite the same when you go through this awakening. And in this experience in Vipassana, but still is accessible, like going into heaven or nirvana and come back, like I mentioned the Saichi Yokoni experience. But the trillions of individual cells is exactly the sense of vibrating sense of energy. We are the miracle of life. So that's exactly the same expression that I have. Everything is interconnected. The Kegon idea, interpenetration, point to this. The word is jijimuge. Each event has relationship with the other. Within the body, of course, that's the case. But this body connects to the outer world, and everything is connected. So that something happens that affects us, triggers us to share the information and move on as the whole universe move on by following the law of nature. If our mind is confined, then that interconnectedness may not be as clear because of the ego set into the way and the barrier is developed. But if the ego is gone, self-identity is gone, and the no mind, you are open. And she says, I was as big as universe, no boundary. These are the exact words I picked up. Each video is long, but I picked up the ones that I found very amazing, that I can connect to. There is oneness. You are part of me. So everything is on the same level. Nobody is up high or low, not dualistic, but absolute, and we are all connected. It is a state of nirvana. Well, she said that. I was essentially God. Some may argue, I was not separate from God. My interpretation of God, the way I sense, is, like I said many times, way of the universe, the laws of universe, laws of nature. and you can connect to that. You become one when we are out of the mind but into our heart and body. And that's what happened to her, that she accidentally stroke hit her left brain, and therefore mind, ego, words, logic is gone. So what she's got left is all the rest of it. And there she feels this sensation that she was essentially God or way of nature as it is. All its energy flow. Yeah, aliveness. I mentioned that the core of our being is where the miracle of universe prevails. And when we open up our mind and connect to the heart and body, it responds, interconnection, and energy flows as aliveness. Bingo. I was not separate from God. I was just visiting here, out of the heaven, fallen onto the earth. Yeah. I feel blessed. And part 2, the second video, I think, is nirvana is just a thought away. Just a thought to be taken and right there. So no mind, no self. And here is her experience in the hospital. There was agony of sorting out the voice from the noise. Maybe she was like at the baby state to figure out what the voice is and what the noise is. And she was to come back to visit or revisit this world. And she felt recovery from the stroke was a choice. Whether she wanted to come back to this world or stay in the nirvana state. That's quite interesting. At the time, I surrendered to the moment of complete and utter peace. That's the state of absolute and the peace. Calm and quiet mind, no self. You have a blissful sensation of being connected to the heart. Without the stroke, I would have more caught up with left brain-led activities without the perspective of the right brain. Without the stroke, there was no awakening to what is happening beyond the mind. It is interesting, the stroke happens 4 times more in the left brain. This is the statistics. Stroke happens more often on the left brain. Maybe it's related to overuse of our left brain. I can relate to that. I get the pain. Yes, when you talk about the suffering, except for the physical suffering, the suffering happens related to the use of our brain. So that's after we left the Garden of Eden by eating the fruit of knowledge. And that's the beginning, is the word. To come with it is the original sin. So it has certain benefit that we think by using the brain, that you found the fire, use the tool, all of that. But along with the tools is what if you don't have the tool? So that's the... And it has to continue to progress as if to find more problems to solve it to create more standardized solution and this and that and bell and whistles and computers, internet and social media and everything, and that each cause more trouble. That is for us because everything is interconnected, and you lose the connection actually with your heart because of too occupied in the brain, left brain, and that's why the chance of getting the stroke is 4 times more than the stroke you have on the right brain. I don't know in my case how it's going on. My brother, father, and the sister had a stroke. Not the major one, but my brother had still problem. I realized it just happened last September. He is 5 years younger than me. Okay, go back. There are 2 kinds of people. One brings you energy, the other takes your energy away. Yeah, there's a ego-related activity may take your energy away, and there are people who are less egocentric, more accommodating, understanding, with compassion. So there are different people that may take some of your energy away, others may not. With my intention, I take responsibility of energy. So understand that she is pointing that she wants not to take away people's energy, but share the energy. Okay, this is the first 2 videos in summary, and I'll talk the next one in the next video.